Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. We had a little bit of technical difficulties just at the very beginning, so hopefully those are smoothed out. Just wanted to say thank you again for hanging out with me. I've changed the schedule a little bit, which normally this would be on Sundays, and I'm still getting used to the schedule. And I just wanted to say it's really, really cool that we've got Debo Bricks in the house, and it's a reboot. Yes, it was a reboot. I don't know what you saw. I'm going to have to edit it later, but there was some glitches in the back. So hopefully you're here. And I appreciate that, and that you remembered the time because you know that I am a big football fan. And because of that, I've switched from Sundays to Saturdays, but I'm still getting used to streaming on Saturdays. So thanks for being here, Debo. In fact, we were just talking about you yesterday. I had a conversation with Alexander23Z, and he says, "Is Debo okay?" I said, "Yeah, I see him on my streams, usually on the weekends." So you saw leaves and the BBN logo. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, there was a little bit of a glitch, and then I restarted the countdown so you knew that we were coming back. And so thankfully, it's still okay. At least the video is okay. So welcome. We're here both on YouTube and on Rumble. Hopefully, I don't know, that was part of the glitch, was getting this working on Rumble. But anyway, today I was trying to think about what to do today because normally this might be a mock improv stream or an interview or something like that. But I have had a rough week. Some of you may know that my bike was stolen on Sunday. So I've been, talking with the police department and my neighbors and the security over at the apartment complex, and it's been a bit of a cluster, quite frankly. So, but it was actually eye-opening because it made me realize that I was getting ready to, renew my lease, and it made me realize this is not the place for me. So good news is I did find another place, and I'll be moving to that, and there'll be about a 5-day overlap. And the new place has a two bedrooms, so I'm going to have a Lego room. So I can actually put all the Lego in one place, hopefully. I know it's probably going to encroach on some of the other places, but I'm going to try to make that intentional. Like some of the botanicals will probably be in some of the other living areas, but I'm really working hard to make this next space an intentional Lego studio / build space. And we'll see, fingers crossed, that that's going to work out. Keen. Yes, keen. And it's also a situation too where, because of what happened with my bike, and my neighbor had this all captured on his Ring camera, it made me feel very vulnerable staying here. And I realized, I said, sure, there's going to be safety issues pretty much anywhere you go. But if this is a known issue now, and if I don't do something about it now and something similar happens to me in the future, then it's my own fault that I didn't do anything about it. So I figured, it's a sign. It's a sign. And thankfully it happened before I signed the lease for the new place. So anyway, I'm super, super excited. And today I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do today? I missed building my budget builds or Thrifty Thursday. So this kind of counts for that. And it's a small enough set. I could probably do it in one stream. This is the Disney 100th anniversary gift with purchase. This came out a couple months ago and I missed it. And I said, okay, my friend Grant, who you've seen on this show, Royal Bricks 503, he sent me a photo and he goes, "Guess what's here now?" So I think I went out the very next day and I bought $100 worth of Disney product. And then this is a gift with purchase that comes with it. So let me get my secondary camera going here. And there we go. All right. So here's the gift with purchase. There's 3 modules. This reminds me of it was I think a Chinese New Year set or a Lunar New Year set. It's Hooded One and PT McEwen. Ahoy, hoy, everyone. And ahoy, ho, hoy. How are you, Hooded One? Just here for a wee bit. G-Man has a basketball game. Well, thanks for dropping in. And You missed the clumsy opening. Devo got a chance to see it. He said he only saw leaves and the logo, and there was a little bit of a glitch, but I fixed it, and I'm here and I'm live, and we're going to be building this. And this is a gift with purchase set, which I missed, so I'm super excited that I was able to get this. And I also, during a full day, I picked up the tribute camera. So that might be something that if anybody has the tribute camera and wants to do like a live build and chat stream, let me know, because we did that same kind of format with the Daily Bugle. And oh my gosh, the Daily Bugle took us 5 streams, and each stream was about 300, or not 300, 3 hours each. So it was quite the marathon. Okay, so just so you get a sense, we have this one's super cute. And these are also picture frame holders or picture holders. So we have the mini ears and the projector. Let's see, this one, what is this? This looks like, I guess, his desk. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. It looks like his desk, Walt Disney's desk that he was drawing on. And this is the birthday cake. So nice, cute little set. And like I said, it reminds me of the Lunar New Year set where they did, I think, 6 or 9 modules. So this one's 3. So if you have a choice, you already built the camera. Oh, you're talking about the big camera. Yeah, that one looks amazing. And what I may do is build it when I'm moving into my new place. You're now sorting a big box of white pieces. Okay. Well, I'm thinking, I mean, I'm curious about the order that they have. But this set has numbered bags. And it looks like a set because it's got 3 different manuals that if you have a family and you want to split this up into 3 different builds, you can. All right, let's see which one is which. Okay, bag 1 is the 100th anniversary cake. And let's see, bag 2 is the desk. And then bag 3 is the projector. So first I'll ask the chat, do you have any particular one, especially PT, you said you're just here for a wee bit. Is there any particular one you want me to start on first? If not, then I may choose a different order, because it's interesting that many times designers talk about you do things in order because it's almost like a journey that you take. And in this case, it looks like they want to start with the 100th anniversary cake and then talk about, I guess, him being at his desk drawing and how it became films. So start with 1. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And it goes back to what I just said about it's a journey, right? That often the designers are very intentional about the order as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with bag number 1. But I am getting ready to go to Disney. In fact, I was just talking to PT last night during Candy's Play Space, and we were talking about how I have plans to visit with the Disneyana folks, and then I will spend an evening hanging out with him and his family, and then I'm going to spend a couple days over in Disney, which I haven't been to in decades. Oh, okay, here's another reason why you want to start with bag number 1. This is the Mickey minifig, and I'm pretty sure this one is exclusive to this set. Look at that. Oh my God, so adorable. Love the little bow tie. And where are his legs? Okay. All right. So there's another reason why you want to start with bag number 1. You go, hello, folks. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. That's a terrible Mickey impersonation, but hey, you know, this we didn't charge you much to get in. The admission here is free. So, but Here, I thought I put Mickey in frame. Here, let's put Mickey in frame here. All right. There we go. Let him keep you company while I start putting these pieces together. And yes, that is the very first thing you're supposed to do is build the Mickey character. Okay, so let's go ahead and thankfully, since these are small bags, you don't have to do too much knolling putting these pieces together. It's pretty easy to find. So. But I haven't been to Disney in decades, and I know it's changed a lot. And they have this whole Star Wars section that was completely new. In fact, I was talking to my neighbor about this the other day, that it's like Disney has taken over our childhood. They have Star Wars, they have Marvel, they have Winnie the Pooh, pretty much anything that had to do with your childhood, they now have. Okay, so I'm going to keep Mickey on here for now. Let's see. I'll face him this way. You're going to start full sort today, down to the helmet visors. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Well, I was talking to, as I mentioned early in the stream, I was talking to Alexander 23 last night, and he was talking about how he's gotten to the point now where he has so many parts that he'll look at a set and he's just like, I don't really need those parts, and I've got so much now. And I think a lot of us, and I wonder if this is going to happen soon with Lego, is that people were on a buying spree when they were in COVID, and now that people are kind of back to their normal lives, and that you're probably going to see sales go down a bit. I mean, they keep doing all of these gift with purchases and larger sets that, they're pricing out a lot of people, and people are starting to realize, I just don't have the room for this. And I think we're going to see, okay, I'm predicting this September 30th, 2023. I have a feeling next year they're probably not going to have as many sales as they have had in the past. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I think they may have already ridden the wave of their COVID times. Like I said, I'm just speculating. I don't have a crystal ball, but maybe I will soon when I go to Disneyland. That Madame Leota crystal ball. I'm sure I could probably buy one if I wanted to. Now this is interesting. I'm not sure why they put a 1x2 rounded plate with holes on the bottom here, because I guess maybe they just wanted to, I don't know, make it flush at the bottom, but it's kind of an interesting choice. And it looks like this set was meant to connect because they have these 1x1 with a clip, and that's going to go here. And then they also have a 1x2 with this little bar. So I think these were meant to connect to one another in series. And let's see, that's why I was confused. There's a 1x4, and then there is one of these corner bricks. Lego releases are getting pretty boring recently. Yeah, I think that's another thing too, is they're running out of ideas. Right? I think I need to take this off now. So it's getting in the way. Sorry, Mickey, you're in the way. You are in the way. Well, I think that the price point is going to be a problem. And that's why I think it's interesting that, I've been doing Thrifty Thursday now for a couple of years. And I think there's going to be a group of people who are all going to start doing just like mini builds, like I have been doing for years. and just, just saying, look, we just can't afford these big builds. Too much, too expensive. Okay, so this is interesting that they're using these corners for the second layer that way. Okay, where's the other one? There it is. Yeah, I do think that, and also they're starting to run out of ideas. You were talking about boring releases. Like, how many stadiums do you need to make? They've done what, 3 football stadiums now? Are they going to keep doing football stadiums? And I don't even know how good the sales are. You really like the Dream Series? Yes, I do like the Dream Series too. I think that's probably one of their shining stars right now. I think Grant showed me I think it's like a unicorn, but it's black and it's got a removable saddle. That looks really cool. So I think, there's some of those sets that I think, and the color palette reminds me of the Trolls line. And I was just talking to somebody about how I missed the Trolls because, it was Alexander 23. If you missed this stream, when we were brainstorming about Friendship Timber, I had kind of flipped the tables, and I was saying we're doing Stephanie rescues. We're doing Stephanie rescues and putting them in this pod, and then I said, yeah, that's probably too dark. I said, I don't think that's gonna fly. So when I finish this, since I know PT, or actually I showed PT already this, I'm going to be posting my photos of my Friendship Timber, which is the rubber ducky toy rescue. So rescuing, lost rubber duckies. It's definitely more, PG. But it was just interesting when I was thinking about when I was putting those Stephanies in the pod. I think one of them fell over and it was getting too cramped. And I was mentioning, I guess I should give her some more room. And then one of the followers, I think this was on Twitch that I did this. I want to say Mr. Mittens or somebody said, if they were really, poaching Stephanie's, they wouldn't give them a really humane type of environment. Just stuff them in there. So it was like, okay, this is my community here. Dreams is okay. Hope they will release some more detailed builds. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah. So anyway, I thought it was interesting as I was streaming that we came to the realization that that whole poaching discussion is probably something that we on the Brickanista Broadcast Network could probably make fun of, but on other people's streams, because Aubrey's going to go through all of the different builds with everybody, and I don't think a Stephanie poaching one would go over very well. But for us, we can always make light of it. we can put our own sense of humor on this whole thing. All right, so this, just to let you know, you see there's a couple clips here in the back. Let me see if I can get that to focus better. It's the lighting in here is a little off. But so we're actually building, this is the back facing because there's going to be, I think, a couple of balloons that we're going to put on the back. And then this will be the front for the Mickey character to stay. Like I said, the BBN is a special place. Sarcasm is welcome here on the BBN. You dig the dream sets, but I don't have the physical room to take on another series. Yeah, I'm not putting away my Space Police 3 sets anytime soon. Yeah. Well, that's another thing that I'm going to structure my new set or my new place, and I am going to get those Alex drawers that everybody is raving about for organization. So I am going to do that, and I am going to pretty much donate a lot of my Stairlight drawers, and that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend is pretty much, redoing my space, or getting ready to redo my space. And I am so lucky that I have this awesome neighbor who, you know, like I said, he had the Ring camera, and then he was telling me, you know, if you need any help with anything, you just let me know. So we were kind of having a discussion about when are we. He's got this huge pickup truck, which is great. And I said, you know what, I'm probably going to have you do, and he's a Lego fan as well. I said, we're probably going to help, you know, put together my new Lego space. So he'll, you know, it's always great when you have like IKEA shelves and things to have two people rather than just one. So I'm kind of recruited him. So I'll have to tell him. It's like, okay, so you said you wanted to help, so this is the deal, and I think he'll be fine with that. I think rescued Stephanie's is a good idea. Well, rescued, quote unquote. And we were talking on that stream about how they all go to the rescue compound. You know? So, anyway, maybe that'll be, like I said, a private BBN showing sometime in the future. But I'm glad you see the humor in it. I knew that, you know, followers here would understand. Okay, now this. Okay, why am I confused here? Okay, there we go. I had it backwards. Yeah, so you can see we're building the snot here on the other side, and then here's the picture holder. And I don't know if I should show this picture. I think I'll refrain from that. I found a really old picture of me, and yeah, I think I'll refrain from that. You don't need to see this picture. Now you're going, I want to see it. Just erase that from your minds. Okay, so we have that finishing tile on top. Yeah, so when we were talking about the, you know, the Stephanies being rescued, you know, if you flip the script, then you start going, oh, that's not really nice. It's like, that was my point to begin with. If it's not nice for Stephanies, why would it be good for animals? You know? Okay, so we're putting together some balloons here. All right. Or it could be a big lollipop, depending on how you think. Okay, so this is going to snap right there. So we got one of the balloons. Awesome. And okay, this one's interesting because they're actually putting it on one of these. Now, what do you call this, Debo? This it's like a glove clip, but it has a bar instead of the wrench piece. Because I know you call the other ones glove clips. So just curious, what's the Debo nomenclature for that? Okay, so we are now building the yellow balloon using that. You're trying to push a rescue center for the Tricky Brick Friend Zone collab. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh my God, are you serious? Are you totally serious about that? Oh my God, that would be hilarious. I do not regret bringing Stephanie's transgressions into the light. Oh, look who's here. It's Alexander 23. Stephanie's on Squeaky Squad's blacklist. Yeah. It's called Lego. I think of those as baby cannons. Oh, these? Oh, are you talking about this piece? That piece, you call that a baby cannon? I wasn't sure. Well, Alexander 23, remember what I said yesterday? He asked me, how's Debo doing? Is he okay? I said, yeah, Debo's fine. He's just busy at work. And I said, you'll probably catch him on one of my weekend streams. So here you go. Debo's here. I hope you're doing okay, Debo. I know you're super busy at work and such. Ah, okay. So they wanted this here because this is going to go connect this way. Right? Oops, got the wrong side. This one. So there we go. We got that. And we're looking at this from the back. So this is the picture holder. Glad to see y'all today. Yes, definitely. Yo, Alexander 23Z. Yeah, I was even telling Alexander 23Z that I'm planning a trip to Raleigh, probably early December. So I said we were figuring out where he is based. I thought he was closer to Charlotte, but he's actually closer to Raleigh. So I said, okay, that works out better for me. So, and we've got these, I think these are the zeros for the 100, maybe. Yeah, so he was worried about you, Debo. So I'm sure now he can relax knowing you're okay. Let's see. All right, this is interesting. I'm putting these corner plates here. All right, so for those of you who have been to Disney recently, I need some tips. I need some tips on what to do, any particular places to go and see, because I'm really looking forward to my trip. I haven't been to, like I said, I haven't been to Disney in decades. When I went, there was no Star Wars section. 2,500 college students are a handful. Yes. Yes, they are. And you're parting out the Year of the Bull Chinese New Year set. Oh, yeah, that was a good set. For Disney, don't go. Adding those epic koi tiles. Oh, yeah, those koi tiles are great. Okay, so I see what they're doing. They're layering this. That's why we had this 1x2 here. So then this one would have a place to connect. I wonder though, hold up. I wonder if I'm supposed to put another, nope, there's no place to put another thing. So, all right. So we have a layered 0 for the 100. So 100. Yeah, I have been reluctant about going to Disney for a long time. And I think what happened is I had 2 friends of mine who recently passed. And I told myself, time on earth is fragile. So you need to keep in mind that, gotta take advantage of things while you can. Okay, I'm kind of doing this sideways, so I think that's right. I'm confused because it's supposed to have, I think I may have, no, that was right. I guess, I think, let me go back. Let me just make sure that I have, there's supposed to be a 1x2 gray plate. Why am I missing a 1x2 gray plate? I don't see it. I don't see it. Let's see. Do I have 1x2s close by? Hold up. It might be underneath. Let me just make sure that. Oh. All right. I'm gonna need a 1x2 in light gray. Lots of those. Okay. I feel bad for people who don't have like a stash, because when they get something like this, it's kind of like, well, I want to build it, but I'm missing the piece. There we go. There's the 100 with the little jet out there. That's very, very cool. All right, let's see. Almost done. We have the birthday cake to finish. I'm just thinking about how many people can actually live to see this anniversary. I mean, there's probably a few out there. That's cute, a little chocolate cake. And then we have this little chocolate frosting on top. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. And I only visited Disney Springs for the Lego store this summer. Even that was too much madness. State Fair is already too much overload for me. Disney would limit limit break activation. Yeah, I mean, a part of me is a little, a little concerned about going because I don't like crowds either. But another part of me is there for the nostalgia because if you've never been to the Haunted Mansion, that and also Pirates of the Caribbean were two of my favorite rides. So I feel like, time is short, so I need to think about that. Okay, let me get these lined up. All right, we got the 100 with the birthday cake, and they just have Disney or Mickey just kind of standing here. What are you doing, girl? My dog is like attacking the one of her chew toys. Okay, so, and as I mentioned, there's two different connecting points so you can connect the other modules together. Truly the best way to describe the experience. Random thought. Stephanie and the janitor washing washing the animals to be sold to exotic zoos. The world needs Brushy's back. What's funny is that Alexander 23, and I have to thank you for this, Alexander 23. Okay, so here's what's weird is I have a 1x2 left over. So I wonder if that was meant to be there, but if you look at the instructions, it actually has a 1x2 square plate. So I'm like, okay, here, let me show you 1x2, and that is a square plate. That is not a rounded plate. So I think they messed up because I now have one of these left over, which I will gladly put into my collection. So I think, yeah, somebody either the printer for, what part it was supposed to be. I guess I could look at the back to see the parts list, but anyway, I have my own stash, so we're good. Okay, so that is number one. Bag number one. Is PT still here? Bag number one, PT, in the bag, so to speak. Okay, so we have the 100th anniversary. That is done. Extra parts are going to go here in the corner. All right, on to bag number two. I think, oh my God, if you get that rescue center approved for the Tricky Lug collab, I will gladly donate some sort of animal to that. Are you going to actually be at Bricks Cascade? Does that mean you're to come to? I thought you said you were going to Chicago. Unless they're planning to do it in Chicago. I'm not living in the country, and I've been to the Haunted Mansion. Well, like I said, part of it is nostalgia because I haven't been in decades. I want to say the last time I was there was maybe 25 years ago, something like that. It's been a long time. Okay. I will say that part of my reasoning too is that I've connected with a group of people who are Disney fans. So it's like a new tribe that I belong to because I have my Lego tribe. I have my Toastmasters tribe. I have my, Disney tribe. So I'm just, connecting with some of those friends. That's part of the reasoning too. Okay, so now we're going to build the desk. That's the next thing. And any of you who are listening in Rumble, you can put your comments in the chat over in YouTube. Unfortunately, integration is still not there. According to the Tricky Wiki, they will also be in Chicago. Oh, okay. Okay, well, if PT is still here, PT and I were talking about collaborating and trying to be together. I'm wondering if we should have like a BBN section, that maybe we need to have several of us have a BBN section of the Tricky Lug collab. So I don't know. I'm just talking out loud, but that might be funny. Johnny G is here. Thank you for showing Lego Batman earlier. Oh, sure. Sure, no problem. Good to see you, Johnny G. Debo, someone who made North Carolina Marketplace had your vibes. They foundationed a set of 10 2x4 basic lavender bricks. Wow, that's right. That's right. We were talking about lavender bricks yesterday. So, Debo, you may have been, your spidey senses might have been tingling yesterday because we were talking only positive things about you. So, okay, so you can see that we have the same pattern from last time. So this should be pretty straightforward and faster to do now that we know what we're doing. Ah, yeah. But the rescue center. Oh my God. See, you could get away with that because I'm not sure how much Tricky Bricks knows about your sense of humor, Hooded One. But yeah, if you get it approved, that would be awesome. Okay, so I guess we've decided I wasn't going to go to Chicago this time because New Hashima is not going to be at Chicago this year. They said they're going to take a break. I think they said somewhere between 5 to 10 years will be the next time that they come in with a massive build. So I don't know. Maybe we should plan for the Chicago one for next year. Like I said, I've been on the fence about which ones I want to attend. I'm kind of still leaning towards Brick Rodeo because it's going to be on 4th of July. And they're going to have like a big, area where only the people at the convention will be able to watch the fireworks together. And I thought that would be kind of cool. So I'm looking at Brick Rodeo as one of those opportunities. Also, I missed Brick Can last year, so I kind of wanted to go to Brick Can. You want to go to Chicago for sure? Okay. Yes, you are going. It's funny. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should talk about this. Maybe we should do a BBN collab outside of the Tricky Lug collab. Something like it could be a Micropolis. That's what PT and I have done in the past. We could do something about pandas. If everybody wants to do a panda build, that would be so on brand for the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. I don't want to force people to do a collab, but if we're all going to be there, that might be kind of fun too. It's probably better if they do New Hashima City isn't there. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's probably a good point. Chicago and Slopes are my two wants. Ah, okay. I probably won't be going to Slopes, but because it's too close to BrickCon, it's like August and then September is BrickCon. But I have Bricks Cascade on my radar. Maybe what I do is Cascades, Brick World Chicago. No, take that back. Cascades, then Brick Can, then Brick World, and BrickCon. That would be 4. That would be 4 that maybe I could commit to. I don't know. You have to give me a good reason to go. I guess one of them is Hooded One's going to be there. And if Debo, Hooded One, and Alexander 23, you're all going to be there. Hey, Johnny G, you're welcome to join us too. That would be awesome. Okay, so you see that the base is exactly the same as the last one. So all the bases are, it's all about the base. It's all about the base. But, if we are going to Chicago, that's not that far from now because that's in what, June, July? When was it, Debo? You went last year or this year. You might do Chicago and Cascades. Yeah. I hope you come to Cascades. That would be awesome. Cascades is a definite for me. I will definitely be at Cascades because that's my new home convention. So I think if people are going to be going to Cascades, and I know Hooded One won't be there, but I don't know, Debo, if it's on your radar too, possibly. Okay, I go too. I'll play He-Man and Batman Legos. Okay, June. Okay, and if I remember right, there's several of us who have birthdays in June. Hooded One, I think, will be here for his birthday, if I remember right. You're welcome to my birthday party. See, that's what I said. I have a June birthday too, so it could be like my birthday. It will be before Brick World Chicago, but that would be fun. That would be fun. We'll celebrate your birthday there. Okay, I guess we've made a deal, huh? I think maybe have I committed to this? have I decided that I'm going? You figured it was mid-year, yeah. Well, let's see. Cascades is always in March, except for that one year they had it on Mother's Day weekend, which was really odd. I think Brick Can is in April. June, yeah, I might have to skip Brick Can. I really want to go to Brick Can, though. I missed it last year. Oops. Uh-oh. Did I? No, I'm supposed to have another 1x2 in brown. There it is. Y'all are June babies. I'm a November baby. We have a lot of people who are June babies. I think Monica might be one too. I know Matthew Builds Bricks is also a Gemini. His is late May. Yeah. So we got a lot of June babies. Yes, you did, and I have witnesses. All right. Okay, so I guess we're doing this, right? We're doing Chicago. Like I said, I was thinking about it if New Hashima was going to be there, but Debo, you have a great point. Maybe it'll be better that New Hashima isn't there because it is just so massive, right? So, maybe that's how we look at it. And for us people who don't like big crowds, we can, find a corner of the area to just hang out. Because I tell you, when I saw that garage sale video, oh my God, that scared me. That really scared me. You're November 28th. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, I was mentioning before you joined that I'm going to be in Raleigh in early December, late November, early December. So I hope we get a chance to catch up while I'm in your hood. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but it's a it's a pyramid or part of a pyramid. It's a like roof, small roof. Okay, so now we get to connect this to here. Okay, I was gonna say it wasn't clutching at first. Let me zoom in a little bit. I can see more details. There we go. Now this next part I'm excited about because, well, not this part, but I want to show you this tile. This is a reproduction of the Mickey that he drew that started this whole thing. So if you are a fan of just him as an artist, I mean, can you imagine you built this mouse and then all of a sudden you've built this essentially this empire, right? The Disney empire. We can always bug out of the convention and go toy shopping in Schaumburg. I got the whole zip code sussed out. Okay. Awesome. Part 2 in the New Year set is navy blue bananas. Oh, yeah. The that set had the baby blue bananas or the blue bananas that go on the pagoda or pergola thing that was in the back. Yeah, that was nice. That was really, really nice. So, but what we're doing now is building that picture frame section. I'm trying to adjust this for the camera. Get that camera angle right. Yeah, so yeah, Chicago in June is actually a nice time too. One of my favorite things to do in Chicago is just walk along the river. There's a beautiful walkway that, and if you get there in the summer where it's kind of warm, it's also just nice to just have it's just a part of Chicago that isn't too busy. That having that casual walking that you can do along the river. Okay, so this is interesting. This is that burnt orange color or dark orange. I don't see too many of these parts in this color. So this might be something if you're looking for parts. I don't use this color very much. I don't know. I like it, but I just don't have a lot of pieces that are this color. No, don't eat the blue bananas. They're not good. Is this a gift with purchase set? It is a gift with purchase. This one, they sold out. I think it was in June or July when they first released it. And then they re-released it this October. So check with your Raleigh store, because if you don't get it soon, it's going to sell out again. So I went, I think, the next day when I found out you misread something. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I went, Grant, as you know, Royal Bricks, he goes to the Lego store, I think 3 times a week. And he sent me a note. He goes, guess what's here now? So I said, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the Lego store and get that together. Okay, so that's interesting. They're using this this 1x2 by what, 1 2/3 brick. Oh, I see what they're doing. Interesting. Okay. So you see how this is, that piece, that panel, that half panel. Well, guess what? They are making this this is like a shelf now. I love these little details when it comes to sideways building. It's nice. So here's the other one. So there's the other shelf. Nice. Really, really nice. Oops, wait a minute. Am I missing something? No, it's okay. All right. Chicago be packed. Best to do anything before 6:30 a.m. You're going to be right back, BBN? Okay. All right. We'll see you in a bit. Yeah, like I said, I'm nervous about Chicago because it's so large, and there's so many creators who are there, all doing, different streams and interviews and other things. And sometimes I like to go to a convention just to look at the builds and talk to some of the artists. So maybe we'll just do interviews with you all, because I know you'll be there. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm sure it will become clear soon. Okay. So supposedly this should slide right into here. Look at that. Okay, so we have a desk. Well, I can't remember if it was Chicago or another event, but somebody had mentioned that there's one of the convention halls, it might have been BrickCon actually, that it's hard to find food because there's just so much going on, but all the restaurants are kind of far away. So maybe I'm thinking about BrickCon because they moved it to the Meidenbauer Center. So that's nice, this little shaping that's here. I like that. Okay, here comes the tile. Here comes the tile. We're going to put this on a rocker hinge. So we got that. And once again, this beautiful pre-printed tile. I just love that. That alone is just beautiful. Because I also, you know, Disney parks are one thing, but just thinking about, once again, how he started as just an artist, a cartoonist, right? Who wanted to bring this character to life with Steamboat Willie and other things. So if you just think about it from that point of view, and why am I having a hard time clutching this? Hold up. Okay, are you clutched now? There we go. Yeah, I just think about what it must have been like for him. Just like Lucas, same thing, George Lucas, that they had this vision and not everybody agreed with it or saw what the potential like they did. Okay, this is hilarious. They have these gold hot dogs. I'm not sure what this is supposed to represent, but we'll put it together. So we have a trans stud, a clip, a top clip, a gold top clip, and then a sausage. Like, what is that? What is that supposed to be? Okay. And I see. Oh, it's supposed to be a lamp. Okay. It's supposed to be a lamp like that. And because it's got the trans, and then it goes into here. Okay. Now it's making sense. We have a lamp here. Okay. I think when you break it down into the pieces, it doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you want a gold sausage? This is hilarious. They have those little mini pens, and they're putting the pen inside the coffee cup. Okay, and this, once again, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but this little does anybody know what that's supposed to be? Because he's got one here and he's got one here. I don't know. Any good ideas? Maybe it's supposed to be an eraser. I mean, that could be an eraser on the bottom one, but why would there be one on top as well? Okay, I don't know. Okay, we're done. That is the desk. And we have not a lot of extra pieces. I do like the fact that I have an extra pen. So I'm going to put the extra pen in here as well. I think there's room. Is there room for 2 pens? No, there's not room for 2 pens. Blue milk? Yeah, I don't know. Is that supposed to be a Star Wars reference? What is that? What is that? Because this one doesn't have the white carton on the bottom. This one does. What is it? Okay, maybe if somebody do a search and find out, maybe one of the other people have done this. Okay, so this, I think, can connect here. Or you could put it in any order you want, I guess. But if you want to see, there's 2. There's 2 together. All right. We just have bag number 3. Anyway, thanks for hanging out today. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today because, like I said, I'm not used to this schedule, streaming on Saturdays, but I do like it, and I'm glad that we all can be here. I'll probably have a mock improv on a Saturday in the future, So if anybody here wants to participate in a mock improv. Next Saturday, though, I will be traveling. So I don't think I'll be streaming next Saturday. Because I will be Saturday at Legoland. I will be there with my friend Kathy. So Kathy and I are hanging out at Legoland on the weekend, and then I'm driving up to Disneyland to spend Monday and Tuesday there. Okay, so I'm going to guess that the base is going to be exactly the same. So I think I could build that on my own. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do that on my own until we get to that section. But, oh, wait a minute. They're starting with a different build. Okay. Let's do the directions because it's a journey. Remember we said that. It's a journey that they want us to participate in. I love the dark red. But I don't know. That's I have mixed feelings because I know it's probably going to be crowded. And I'm not big on crowds, but it's also the nostalgia part that, and somebody mentioned too that Halloween is a great time to go because there's just a lot of really cool decorations and things. Oops. All right, that's not holding. All right. Hold up. Hold up. Here we go. So anyway, I'm surprised nobody has asked about Lego Masters Season 4. I am not going to say a lot because PT and I are going to be doing the reviews on Tuesdays. So Tuesday night, the first guests we have lined up are the Tims. So Tim Howell and Tim Hutchins are going to be on the show Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock Pacific and 9 o'clock Eastern. So, and for Hooded One, I think you'll be asleep. So it won't be really good for you, but you can always watch the review. No spoilers. That's right. Yeah, we're not going to do any spoilers. And we do have those special guests. That's not really a spoiler. Our special guests, Tim and Tim, are going to kick off the series with us. Lego, what? I'm glad you're still here, PT. Do you know what this blue piece is? He's got one on the bottom and he's got one on top. Because I know you're SoCal, so you might know. I'll keep me spoilers at bay, matey. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's certain things we can talk about because those were in the promos, like, you know, the whole thing about Brick Lake. So we know it's going to be a lake, something happening on the lake. But that's about all we can say. We will be going through all the builds, and that will be alongside Tim and Tim, which I'm super stoked about. Where's my progress build? Where did I put it? I was working on it. Okay. I know it's like full of black, so I'm like, oh, here it is. Okay. Spoiler, it's about Lego. Yes. That's not really a spoiler, though. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting way to make a chair. I think it's a chair, like a movie theater chair. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit. And sorry about the lighting, but so it's got these curved pieces, and then they put the chair here. So like a bank seat for a movie theater. That's pretty cool. I'll put this in the frame so you can see it. Well, I mean, one thing I will say is that, and this is not really a spoiler, is that PT and I were talking about this. You see a lot of Will in this series. So, which isn't a surprise because, you know, he's the star of the show. But we were talking about how we missed Lego Masters New Zealand because we reviewed that show and there's far less commentary from, you know, the stars. Okay, so this is cute. This is a popcorn. Here, let me focus in on that. So this is a popcorn bucket that can be put onto the. So we got, and that popcorn is one big popcorn because that's about as tall as the seat. I'm going to do a rewatch after this stream. Okay. Well, Tuesday we're going to do a full review with the Tims. So the Tims will be with us while we're reviewing the show. And it's, I don't know, going back to Lego Masters New Zealand, we were just talking about how, they did have a star, Di Henwood, and they had a judge who was Robin Sather, who a lot of us know. And there was just much more focus on the builds, less focus on the drama, but also they only had 6 teams, whereas this one had 12 teams. So just trying to get to know the teams on the first episode is always a challenge because there's just so many people, right? So I think that's one thing that's nice about Lego Masters in New Zealand is that since they have fewer teams, you get to know the teams better early on. Yeah, I'm glad we have both of those as like counterpoints, that we've been doing reviews of both. And in fact, one of the things we were talking about is maybe we might have a Lego Masters New Zealand contestant come on to the show reviewing the US. That would be kind of cool. The Will Arnett Show, guest starring Lego people. That's exactly right. That's essentially what this is, right? All right, so we have, like I said, we've built several of these, so we kind of know the drill about what goes where. All right, so we got that base again, and yeah, I think there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, we just love Will. He's such a nice guy." Ask Big Tim how much he can bench press. Really? Okay. I will put that on our list of things to ask. So, PT, you heard it. One of our followers said, ask Tim, the Big Tim, how much he can bench press. It's like this, and we can guarantee there's going to be probably nobody else in the Lego space who's going to ask him that question. That's another thing that I think I was watching some of the post viewing pundits out there. So Duck Bricks, as you know, is on the show. So he did exactly the same thing that Brick and Nick did because, he's a streamer too. So he invited all of the people on to talk about the first episode, and they were too many people. I mean, StreamYard can only hold 10 people concurrently. So he had to have a Teams integration with Microsoft Teams to get more people onto the stream. And I'm just like, and everybody wanted to talk at the same time. So, I just personally think that format is really hard to manage. So kudos to him for looking to do that. But it's a hard format to manage. And that's part of the reason why we don't do that. It's just, and they're all excited because they want to talk about it. It's the first launch and they've been waiting all this time, but it's just, how do you do that with 10 people all on the same channel? That's why we've staged it. We've staged it to have different team members on 1 week at a time. But in going back to the Johnny G's point, I can guarantee you nobody else, unless Johnny G tells them, we'll ask him, okay, so one of our followers said, you can bench press a lot. So tell us, how much can you bench press? Just like we had a long discussion with Javier and Jonathan talked about spending 8 hours in a chair getting his hair dyed blonde. That's amazing commitments, but it's also a lot to ask of somebody like 2 days before he's going to be on the show. It's like, you're coming to the show blonde, aren't you? It's like, yeah, I guess I am. But and even Javier mentioned on that interview that, he was like, well, how blonde are you? And then when he saw him at the airport, he's like, whoa, you're blonde. You're really, really blonde. But they seemed okay with it because they got on national television, so that works. But I will add that to my list of things to ask is how much can you bench press? It's going to be one of those random questions. It'll be like, so Tim, one of our followers had mentioned that you can bench press a lot. So how much can you bench press? Okay, that's interesting. These Technic holes. What are those going to be used for? I think there's supposed to be like, I think, a Minnie Mouse ears, that it might be the Minnie Mouse ears. Okay. Oh, this is nice. For the gift with purchase, they include a light brick. OMG. Okay, this is another reason why you want to do it in the order of what the designers intended. Because when I first opened this, I wanted to do the projector first because I'm big into video. But I'm really glad we did it in the order that it was intended. But this looks amazing. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's like, wow. Wow. Okay, let's see. I like that they changed the finish on that one with that little curve slope. This might actually be a working projector now that I see the light brick. I mean, this is a game changer, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, because they have all this Technic in here. Yep. When you see a bushing come into play, something's going on. Something is happening here. We got this bushing, and let's see, just make sure I'm lining this up right. Yep, we got Technic going on, people. Definitely got Technic going on. Okay, so we've got like this. I didn't realize that that was an axle hole in the top of the, so they said to make 2 of these. All right. Like I said, I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued by this. Kind of like, what are they doing? What are they doing here? Okay, so we've made 2 of these now. All right, what's next? What's next? I'm sorry that this is in the way. Here's the two discs that we just worked on. Oh, okay, interesting. So remember those Technic areas here that they want these to go into the Technic pins like that. So I guess these are ears. I thought it was a projector, but it looks like I'm wrong. Or maybe it is a projector. Okay, so that's on the back like that, right? Or did I put it in backwards? Hold up. Yeah, I put it in backwards. Oops. Thankfully, it's Lego, so it's easy to change it. When I hear game changer, I think of a channel surfer that can't decide between tennis or golf. Oh my God, I love your sense of humor, Debo. You're awesome. Okay, so this is the back This is where the picture goes. And then here we have the front. So I guess it is more of the Mickey ears. I thought it was actually a projector. Maybe we have a projector coming later. But you can see the snot pieces that we have here. We have more snot coming with this. Why is it not clutching? Maybe it is clutching. I just okay. You can see the this is kind of cool that the ears can move. All right. So I guess the projection screen is what we're working on next. And I like how they're using the dark red. This color palette with the dark red and this dark yellow, I think. It's nice. Okay, I know we're supposed to put on some dots are coming soon. I just don't know where he is just yet. Oh, I see what they're doing. Well, that's cool. Okay, so we have these curtains. So these dots are kind of mimicking the curtains here at the bottom. Very simple, but just very, very nice. And there they are. I was going to say I should have some more of these. Oops, let's see. Make sure I do this the right way. Yeah, there we go. And this is cool, is that they have, I call these tombstone pieces. This, some people use them for teeth when they're white. And these are the fringe for the top of the curtain. That's very, very cute. You can see that top little fringe on top. And then what about that extra stud? What are we going to do with that extra stud? Let's take a look. I think it's on the next page. No, it's still an open stud. I hope they cover that. You know I don't like open studs like that. All right, let's see. Supposed to clutch. Is it really down far? Or is it supposed to be up? Like that. I think it's supposed to be up. I'm going to go with that. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's supposed to be flush with that. Oh, okay. Very, very cute. So we have these hearts that they want at the top, like that. Okay, that's really cute. Super, super cute. Well, all this talk about Chicago has me thinking some more about what are we going to do for the Tricky Lug collab, but also something Debo mentioned is that in Chicago, they put you into groups by builder. So last time, I think Debo had, and correct me if I'm wrong, Debo, but I think you were supposed to be in one section, and then they moved you to the Tricky Lug section, and then you didn't have the power and some other things that you needed. So Maybe we need to create our own, a mini cinema. Yes, a mini cinema. Very, very cute. All right, so we've got this bracket. So this bracket I've been working on. And I guess the bracket is going to hold the camera. We've got this inverse slope going on here. So but this looks like the last little bit. Oops, if I can get this off of this this workspace. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like being grouped by build, build type, because that's what, Bricks Cascade is, where all the castle builders are one place. And okay, so the question is, all right, so here's this one is super cute too. Okay, let's see if we can zoom in on this. Or that is a Steamboat Willie tile or translucent window pane that goes inside of here. So we'll put that in there very gently. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, come on. Like, I don't want to put like all my fingerprints on there. All right, did I put it in wrong? Hold up. No, that's the right direction. Come on. Come on. Don't make me put like my big fingerprint on there. Ah. This always happens when you're live, right? All right, come on. Why are you not working? Why? Why? There's the hole. There's the hole. Yeah. All right. Let's. All right. Do I have to put it in the other way? No. Usually it's that way. Yeah. All right. I don't know why it's not cooperating. There we go. Okay. Phew. Okay. So we have the pane with. Let me see if I put a white background back here. You can see that. That's what's going to be projected on the screen. Okay. And all right. There we go. Like I said, I was trying not to put a big fingerprint on there. Hopefully it's not on there. Okay. Okay, big camera box with some 2x2 up brackets, so we have something to connect to. Like I said, I'm excited about this light brick. Like, where's the light brick go in? Where's the light brick? Okay, light brick's going in. Light brick goes in here. And okay, this is going to be cool. Let's just do a practice run here. Oops, you can see. Look at that. That is cool. That is dope. That reminds me of the haunted, the mansion, the one with the Egyptian frame. That is so cool. That is super cool. Okay, so now what's next? We have 2x2. Okay, we just have one of these. I'm hesitating because I put in the brackets. Okay, I was gonna say, where is the 1x2 goes here. We've got another bracket. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back on track. All right, so we have another set of snot pieces that we're working on. I do like that projector though. I'm excited, very excited. All right, let's see what's going on here. We've got one of those for wheels. And I guess they want an Apollo stud. I guess that's supposed to be like the camera or the, I don't know, that just seems a little weird, but okay, that's what they want. I plan to have my mosaics elsewhere. Yeah, I was going to say, after talking with you, it's like there might have to be a strategy of where we place our marks. I decided to put all of my builds in the Tricky Luck section. It was too crowded and I perhaps brought too much. Yeah, that's a cool build. Yes, this is a cool build. We're almost done too. We're doing some finishing parts now. So this will be a 2x3 little tile, and then slope, 1x2 slope right there. So yeah, that's a cool build with the projector. That alone is worth getting this gift with purchase. I think this whole projector build. What was funny is, actually, I don't want to say anything because it'll be spoilers. Let's just say that Duck Bricks, who has his own show, he was, if you feel like you want to go listen to it, he was talking about how he memorized some instructions for certain kinds of, I'm trying not to give out spoilers, for certain shapes. So he knew that there were certain shapes that he wanted to do. So he memorized how to build some of these things. It was like, wow, that's dedication for you. Okay, so we're finishing this off with some of these tiles, and then we have those inkwell pieces. And oh, I see what we're going to do. These are going to come into play. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, but I don't know how the coordinators of BrickCon, or I'm sorry, Brick World, they like to group by the builders, and then they like to put the builders together with their lugs. So I don't know. Maybe we have to ask for just an individual section, because I think there are some people who just displayed individually, not associated with the lug. Okay, I think I missed a step. There's a 2x4 here. Hold up. Let's see. Where's the 2x4? No. No. Maybe it's on top. Hopefully it's not too far back. This is the only problem when you stream. It's kind of like, oh man, I think that's the only thing that's like really, okay, I see where it goes. All right, so we have to go back to the bracket part back here. Okay. Okie doke. Here's where the 2x4 goes. All right, let's see if I can just slap this together. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It's like, okay, we're back. Okay, and it looks like the projector sits right on the edge, because there was this bracket piece. So you put it right on the edge of this. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Okay, it does fit. All right, so you can see that the bracket allows it to sit there. And then I'll try to do this at an angle. Then there's the, I think it's a little too close. It should probably be a little farther back. Okay, so anyway, we're back to this. And you got to be very gentle when pushing this. In fact, I'll do it this way. So Steamboat Willie. Let me see if I can focus this on the projection. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but I think it probably should be a little farther back. But it's just the light brick alone, like I said, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, yo. And then here are the extra pieces. Got that. And yeah, so the big 2x4 was a 2x4 plate. Okay, you missed a step. All right, and this is just kind of like a seat in the back so that you can watch. Well, that was very, very cool. And I think if I really wanted to do something, you would put Mickey watching his own movie, right? You can put this. Oh, no, you can't. Wait a minute. Can I lift his arm? Okay. You can lift his arm so that he can sit in the chair. So that's very meta. He's watching himself. Actually, you can put it with the arm down. You don't have to have it all the way up. Okay, so now we can connect all three of these together. And it's, I guess, kind of a progression of how Disney worked. Let's see if we can go back a little bit. So we got Mickey there. We've got the original 100th anniversary with the little cake. And this color palette is exactly like the Lunar New Year set. So I do think they leveraged a lot of that. Then we have his drawings as an artist. And then he was, if you stretch it all the way out like that, then he became a filmmaker. So just very, very cool. Very, very nice build, very clean, and a really great way to celebrate 100 years. And of course, we've got Mickey here watching the whole thing unfold. And this is one of my favorite characters of Disney, is just Mickey Mouse. And this is just a great way to celebrate, and it worked out well for a stream. So this was an hour and a half, and I'm really grateful. And PT McEwen's still here. I thought you were only here for a wee bit. Glad you were able to stay for the whole thing. Yeah. Are you going to Chicago too, PT? We were talking about planning to have a group of us in Chicago because we're going to celebrate Hooded One's birthday. So, okay, my friends. So you can see I'm wearing my Disneyland hat a wee bit longer. Yes, you have been here a wee bit longer. It was a long wee bit. Not sure. Is that in May? It's actually in June. So I think if I remember right, it's like the middle of June. So we're going to start blocking our calendars. Definitely Bricks Cascade. I would like to go to Brick Can, which is in April. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do all of them if we're committing to Chicago. And according to Hooded One, he said I did commit to Chicago and he's got witnesses. So I think we're definitely going to be going to Chicago. And then probably in the fall might be BrickCon. Or actually, no, I wanted to go to Brick Rodeo because they're going to be doing that on the 4th of July, which I think would be fun to hang out with a bunch of AFOLs on 4th of July. So I think I talked about 4. Bricks Cascade, Brick Can, Brick Rodeo, and Brick World. I think I got the order wrong, but that's, I think, what we're talking about. I'm sure he has video proof too. Yes, he does. Okay, I guess we're committing to celebrating Hooded One's birthday in Chicago in June of 2024. So for those of you who are interested in helping to celebrate with Hooded One, reach out to me. And we were talking about trying to put together, you know, some sort of gathering or something. That would be fun too. Okay, my friends. So thank you for helping me celebrate the Saturday episodes. Next week, as a reminder, Tuesday, I will be doing the reviews with PT McEwen, as well as the 2 Tims from Lego Master Season 1. So we're going to review all the builds from Season 1's first episode. I'm sorry, season 4's first episode. And then at 9 o'clock that same evening, I'm going to do my budget builds, also known as Thrifty Thursday. So that would be Wednesday morning for you, Hooded One, that you can have your cereal while watching. Woohoo! Yes, exactly. PT McEwen, damn, forgot to record it. No, it's here on the YouTube. So I'm sure that it's in there somewhere. But so 6 o'clock p.m. Tuesday will be our first set of reviews every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern time. And then at 9 o'clock p.m., I will do my Thrifty Thursday builds, which I'm renaming budget builds because it's going to be on Tuesday, at least for the winter. And then once football season's over, things are going to change. Friday, we have this Pandy's Play Space. We had it went from 6 o'clock p.m. to midnight, and we had a couple people drop in. That was really fun. So I'm going to keep doing that. And then Saturdays at 1, we have this kind of miscellaneous kinds of builds. Now, next week, though, I'm going to be traveling. So Friday, let me see. Friday, I might still be able to do a little bit of Pandy's Play Space. I've got to talk to my friend Kathy because I'm picking her up from the airport. But Saturday, I will not be streaming Saturday because Saturday, I'm going to be at Legoland, California with her. And then I'm going to be driving up to over at the Disneyland area, Anaheim. And then PT will be streaming Tuesday with Tacos Blandino. She just committed, so we've got Tacos Blandino, also known as Christine from season 3. She's going to be the co-host along with PT, and we will have Jordan and Chris as our guests for that. So every week we're going to have guests from the show. We may have a couple weeks where we don't have guests, but we might have other guests, such as you've seen Yo-Yo and Crash before, some other people who may be dropping in. So anyway, stay tuned. But next week, definitely tune in Tuesday for a double shot. We have the reviews and we also have the budget builds. And of course, remember, please like and subscribe to the stream. Really appreciate that. And make any comments that you might have because you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube and on Rumble. And you can also send me snail mail here at P.O. Box 87232, Vancouver, Washington 98687. And even though I'll be moving, that P.O. Box will still be valid. So don't worry if you need to send me anything. And I wanted to thank you, everybody, again, because even with changing times and being a part of this community, it really means a lot that you guys hang out and spend some time with me while I'm streaming. So thank you so much. And it means so much to me to know that you guys are out there. And I hope to meet you in person soon. It sounds like it's going to be in Chicago in 2024. So take care, everybody. And as they say, as usual on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, take care and may the clutch be with you. See ya.